Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for watching this video. I wanted to do a brief video about Clomid and about my experience with it so far. This is my very first time using it, so everything's a little new to me, but I figured there's tons of people out there who are going to use it at some point in their cycles, so I thought it would be good to make a video about it. So first off, basically I am actually not on Clomid per se. I'm on a different brand name called Seraphine. It's the same thing, it's just a different brand name. So I'm on 50 milligrams and I have taken 10 tablets 2 times a day for 5 days. So the way I'm doing my cycle is I started taking it on day 3 and ended on day 7. And then I start taking my OPKs day 13, I think we agreed, or 12, day 12. And then I'll do them until I detect a surge of ovulation. So far, in terms of side effects, which is, I guess, kind of the biggest thing that I was worried about, I've had hot flashes and I've had headaches. So the hot flashes are kind of funny because my mom is going through menopause right now and she's always complaining about hot flashes, and I'm always saying, yeah, whatever, it's probably not that bad. But now I can actually relate to her. It's kind of just like your whole body starts sweating and you're like, and you feel like you're on fire, and it's quite uncomfortable, but it's not the end of the world. There are much worse side effects, I think, so I'm pretty lucky to only have this one. It is kind of funny, though, having hot flashes when you're only 22 years old. But yeah, that's one of the biggest side effects I've noticed. And even after stopping Clomid, I've been stopped for a couple days now, and I'm still getting them. So I don't know how long it'll take for that to kind of like wean out of my system, but yeah, they're pretty intense. I also imagine that if this IUI doesn't work and we do another round, as you continue, I imagine it probably builds up and could get worse. Again, I don't really know yet because this is just my first time, but so far hot flashes are pretty intense. Like I mentioned earlier, the headaches that I've been getting. So I normally am pretty prone to headaches, so I wasn't very surprised with this one. I get migraines fairly frequently. So the headaches have been like a strong headache, but they're manageable. Like take an Advil or a Tylenol and I can pretty much function. So it hasn't been too bad. It's a decent trade-off for a chance at becoming pregnant in my mind. So I'm pretty content with the symptoms I've had. The one thing I tend to do is I almost want to have symptoms just so that I know that it's working, or that I know that what I'm doing is doing its job. So at least that way it gives me kind of like a signal that I am on my way to ovulating, which is good. So the last thing that our doctor had warned us about is irritability, on my part at least. We were told that I could get very irritable and that I could be easily annoyed or angered. So this warning was mostly directed to Caleb, telling him, like, watch out, like, tread water. If anything's going on during this time where she's on the Clomid, like, just blame the Clomid and move on, They even said, what was it? What did they say? Happy wife, happy life, basically. So, which was good advice just because, it's hard to sometimes take the treatment away from what's going on just in your relationship. And so this way we were able to say, you know what, maybe Ayla's just getting annoyed at you right now because of the drugs, and we'll just leave it at that. So that's one thing to look out for. It didn't get too bad. Like it wasn't anything huge. There was no apocalypse going on or anything, but it was a little bit noticeable. So that was one of my other side effects. So like I said, I am already finished taking my Clomid. It does only happen for 5 days. This is how my doctor has prescribed for me in conjunction with our IUI coming up with donor sperm. Obviously, other people have different treatment plans and different ways of taking it, but this is just how we have been doing it. So I will be starting my OPKs here tomorrow and then testing until I detect a surge. And that way I will call my clinic right away and then be booked in for an IUI the next day. So we're kind of actually thinking it'll be like this week, which is pretty exciting. I am honestly terrified that I'm going to miss my surge. I'm so scared of this, and like it's giving me so much anxiety because it's such an easy thing to do, to miss it or to, you know, perform the test improperly or whatever it might be, and I'm really worried that I might do that. So I'm going to try really hard not to mess this up, but that is one of my biggest fears right now anyways for this IUI. So our doctor recommended that we use the clear blue ovulation tests. These ones are not digital, they are the lines. The line ones are good because then you can see like the progression as it gets darker, so each day you can see a difference and whether it's increasing or not. Also, they did mention to us that the digital tests can sometimes have difficulties with readings when you're taking Clomid. So that was really good to know because that would really suck. you want everything to work properly. So this was what was recommended for us. So if you're in the market for ovulation tests and you're taking Clomid, I would suggest this one just because everything the doctor was saying made sense. And you kind of want to give it your best shot anyways. So this one does come with a pregnancy test as well, which if you've been following me or know any of my story, you know that pregnancy tests don't agree with me, and sometimes they show up positive even though they aren't. So I probably won't be using the actual urine test. I have requested a beta, a blood test, and explained to my doctor that I just feel more comfortable that way. I don't want false hope or anything. So I will be using that as my reference point at the end of the IUI. So it might take a little bit longer because I do have to wait for my appointment and everything, but that way at least I'm not, you know, getting my hopes up again like last time. That was pretty horrific. So yeah, so I guess I have an extra pregnancy test, but that's okay. Maybe I'll use it later on when I am pregnant to see if it'll work or not. Whew. Getting hot right now. Oh my goodness. Woo! Hot flash. Now, what else do I want to say? So it has been a bit weird doing the IUI after doing a cycle of IVF. Most people do it the other way around, so we're kind of doing it backwards, but I found it kind of weird on me. I am used to an IVF being so involved. You had appointments every single day, you were injecting yourself with needles every day, everything was so hands-on, and it was just your whole life. Whereas the IUI, you basically take a few pills, you wait, and then you're gonna pee on some sticks, and then you'll go in for your insemination, but it's just not like as big of a deal. Like they don't give you as much restrictions or anything like that. So it has been a little bit weird for me, just because I want to feel kind of in control of my fertility again. That's something I've always really wanted to have. And I did find doing IVF, I felt almost like I was able to take that control. So obviously with IUI, there's less of that. And so it's a little bit harder, but in the same sense, it's kind of nice not to be as stressed out or not to have as many things to worry about or be concerned about. So I am really, really, really looking forward to actually doing the insemination and getting started, because I can't wait to see if it's going to work. And even if it doesn't work this month, I'm just so excited because I know that eventually it will, and that this is the path that we're going to use to become pregnant. So really it's just a matter of time for us now, and that's a very exciting thing to say. So over the last little while, I have actually received a few different emails or messages from other people who have watched our YouTube channel, and they have reached out and just asked questions or shared their stories, and it's honestly been one of the most amazing things I could ever ask for. I feel so blessed to have that connection with other people and to know that there are others out there who are going through similar things or who could even use me as a source of encouragement or support. So thank you so much if you're one of those. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm so glad you did. And if you are in a situation like mine, or even something a little different, but you feel that we can relate to each other, I welcome you and I encourage you to reach out or to comment down below in the comments on the video, or you can even message us through Instagram or Twitter or whatever facet you see, and I would be happy to read your emails and your messages and to try to reply as best I can. I think it's great that we're forming like a web where we have this community of people, and even those who watch and comment, they can then interact with others who are watching and commenting as well. So it's really, really cool, and it's honestly the best thing I could ever imagine happening with this channel. So thank you so much, and really honestly, please reach out if you are willing. We would really, really, really like to see your story and to learn more about other people, because everybody has such a different journey, and it's really, really good to know that you're not alone. There's so many people going through this. It's just such a secretive thing, and that's mine and Caleb's hope, is to kind of bring it to the light and to show other people that we're not ashamed of what we're going through, that we struggle and we have hard times, but we also can come through them, we can overcome them, and sometimes that takes support from others. So yeah, so I just wanted to say that little spiel. Hopefully it's not too mushy, but we really hope that we will hear from some of you in the near future. So that's all for my video right now. Again, this is just a quick little update about how things are going with this IUI, specifically with the Clomid. So far things have been pretty good. I haven't had any real symptoms that have caused any concern or discomfort, so I'm quite happy with that. And I'm just getting really, really excited to actually start and to see if this works. So please keep us in your thoughts over the next couple of weeks as we go through the more intensive parts of the treatment, and we will update you as soon as we know anything and as soon as we start to get into it some more. So I hope this video was helpful, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in our next video. Bye!
I'm just looking at the faces you're making while you try to do this.